In this video of how to get around Istanbul, I'll show you and describe what to do once you arrive Istanbul Airport, how to find the metro at the airport and get to the center of Istanbul, Taksim Square, travel tips about Taksim Square and Istanbul, how to get to the major tourist attractions in Istanbul, how to cross the Bosphorus from the European side to the Asian side and back again. So please stay tuned to my video.
Please remember to post a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can always get my latest travel videos. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I've landed at Istanbul Airport. It's to be the one of the world's largest airports. A very beautiful airport actually, very efficient. Now the first thing you got to do when you arrive is to try to find currency exchange. There's a currency exchange pretty much as soon as you get off the plane without even having to go through passport control. The rates at the currency exchange are the same whether you go through passport control or an arrivals area or the departures area. They're all the same. They're all they'll give you the same amount. So don't bother trying to negotiate between the different kiosks. Just got through passport control, unlike the last time I was in Istanbul where they required a visa. Now they don't require a visa for Westerners. So you just walk in, they just stamp your passport and off you go. So they have both cold and hot drinking water. This is the baggage control, or the baggage claim area. I gotta try to find where I'm gonna collect my bags. It's a very, very nice airport. They have a board that tells you your flight number and which belt it's coming off on. You'll see ads for SIM cards that you can get right here. So as far as SIM cards are concerned, it's best not to slice and dice and try to pick apart the SIM card to get the better deal and try to save yourself like $1 here or something. It usually doesn't work out for you. What I find in traveling is just get a SIM card. They all pretty much have different packages and you just get the package that you want, like either more data or more airtime or more time, and that's what is the best thing to do. Unless you're like me and you have an international SIM, and you can just get that, and that's what I have here. And there's my bag. It's always a happy moment when you see your bags after a long flight. Right beside this beautiful tree is the exit, and you go through the green aisle for nothing to declare. After you exit, you have a wide selection of SIM card companies. There's Turkcell, Turk Telecom, and of course Vodafone, which is the largest in Europe. And they have other products here as well. I stick by my prior advice about SIM cards. As you step outside the airport, you see the metro signs right up ahead. The red sign with metro on it. So now I'm inside the metro station at Istanbul Airport, and I'm going to show you how you can get to the city and how easy it is. First of all, you're not going to believe how clean and nice this metro station is. As you come down the escalator, this is how clean, nice, and empty it is at the Istanbul Airport metro station. That's the Istanbul Airport. And these are the escalators to go down to the metro level. Way there in the distance are the ticket booths. So I used my credit card and I got this, which is an Istanbul card, which costs 60 Turkish lira, and I put 200 Turkish lira on it. This should allow me to go just about anywhere in Istanbul. We're going to try it now. So after you get it from those machines there, you just go over here. To get to Istanbul, you go in this direction. The station starting with a G and the second word Y. This is the metro station at the airport. Unfortunately, they don't have access to the internet, down here. They don't have any cell phone towers. So you're going to have to get yourself a password and log in order to make their Wi-Fi work, which is virtually impossible as far as I found if you happen to be a foreigner. So just a little heads up for you, your internet's not going to be working down here in the metro. That's the bad news. We are going to this stop here, and we started over here. We've now reached Gayrettepe metro station, and now we're going to look for the M2 Green Line to get to the downtown core. The ride to Gayrettepe station from the airport takes about 25 minutes, and it's in a tunnel, in a subway tunnel. I'm trying to find the M2 metro line. I think it's down this hall. Gayrettepe metro station does have free clean public restrooms. So that's a plus for people of our age. So I'm now at the M2 metro station, and to get to Taksim, which is my next stop, I can't use this card. This is only for the airport metro. So you have to either get a new card, or you can just tap with your credit card and you can get onto this metro. Also, the other piece of good news is on the actual city metro, not only can you easily tap with your credit card, but also the cell phone signal works here. So you can get internet again. I'm now at Taksim Square, the central square of the city of Istanbul. And Istanbul, if you don't know, is the largest city in Europe, I believe. So it's a pretty big city. So this is the central square. You can take buses from here, subway trains, to get to any other part of the city you want.
The Republic Monument was erected in 1928. It commemorates the forming of the Turkish Republic in 1923. The monument features prominent Turkish military and political leaders, including Ataturk, the founding father of the Turkish Republic.
You can also take an express bus that's a non-stop from here to the airport if you wanted to. The other thing you'll want to know about Istanbul is that all the mosques and churches and all religious sites are free to enter. So they welcome tourists. So in Taksim Square, you've got a tourism police station, as well as hop-on, hop-off buses and currency exchanges, all here at Taksim Square. What I'm going to do is try to find the largest mosque in Turkey. And for me to do that, I'm going to have to get back onto the metro, but this time I'm going to take a funicular. Stay with me. We go back down to the metro. I'm now at the funicular station, and you just use your credit card to tap on. It's pretty easy. Now I'm going to try to catch a ferry to the other side of the Bosphorus, to the Asian side of Istanbul. To get onto the ferry, all you have to do is, again, just tap with your credit card. and you get through the turnstiles. There's the ferry to the Asian side of Istanbul. From the back of the ferry boat, you can see the beautiful palace that's here, and that's available for tour. It costs about $35 US for entry. It's the #1 tourist attraction here. It's a palace, starts with the letter D. You don't want to mispronounce the name.
Dolmabahce Palace. It was built in 1856 as a palace for the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. It has been the official residence of 6 sultans from the year 1856 until 1924. The cost in 1856 was 5 million gold lira, which is the equivalent of 1.9 billion US dollars in today's gold value. The original bay in front of the palace was filled in to make imperial gardens. Dolmabahce literally means dolma, which means filled, and bache, which means garden.
And on the other side is the Asian side. There's the Asian side of Istanbul. And over there you see the Kamlika Tower. We're going to be going very close to there. And now I've arrived on the Asian side of Istanbul using the ferry. You don't have to use the ferry. It's a very scenic way to come across, but it is a lot slower than taking the subway. There is a subway that will connect the Asian side, that is connecting the Asian side to the European side. I'll try to show you that a little bit later. I'm now in an Uber heading to the mosque, and in Istanbul, Uber does work, and they'll call a taxi for you. So it's actually pretty efficient. I've used it a couple of times. It's very cost effective to go short distances in Istanbul using Uber. Uber works in Istanbul. They'll send you a taxi, but the Uber app works. So you can charge the ride to your credit card, and also you can track it by GPS just like you would with any other Uber ride. That's a big improvement in Istanbul since the last time I was here. A second app is called Buy Taxi. If you don't want to use Uber, you can use Buy Taxi. And that has some of the same features, but their GPS feature isn't as good as Uber's. And Buy Taxi will take your credit card, which is another improvement since using Buy Taxi last time I was here in Istanbul. Also, most of the taxis I've seen in Istanbul now have credit card readers, so you can pay by credit card when you're here, even if you just hail a cab on the street. There are no ride shares in that you don't have people with their private cars picking up passengers. So there are always going to be yellow taxis that are going to pick you up. I'm now at the Kamlika Mosque.
Kamlika Mosque. It's the largest mosque in Turkey. It holds up to 63,000 worshippers. Please stay tuned to my channel for a full tour of the Kamlika Mosque.
Just in case you didn't want to take an Uber and you wanted to take the metro to Kamlika Mosque, that's the name of the metro, Bulguluru. As I mentioned before, there is another way you can cross the Bosphorus and get back onto the European side of Istanbul, and that's using the Marmaray. And that's what I'm going to use, which is a subway. And it goes under the Bosphorus. The Marmaray will take me from Üsküdar to Yanikapi, and that's the Bosphorus right there. Okay, so that's where I have to go. This is the Marmaray. It looks just like a regular subway train. Now, to cross the Bosphorus using the Marmaray, it takes hardly 2 minutes. But it costs virtually the same amount as taking the ferry. The ferry process takes about 15 to 18 minutes. It's a lot more scenic, but this thing only takes hardly 2 minutes. We're now at this station, Veznikler Istanbul University. So I wanted to show you the Grand Bazaar as the other free attraction in Istanbul that you can visit. But today, it's Sunday, and apparently they're closed on Sunday, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because this is not a Christian country. So I don't know why they're closed on Sundays, but they are. So I'm just going to show you the outside of the Grand Bazaar.
The Grand Bazaar was built in 1456 to sell textiles and jewels. It is the world's oldest and largest covered market. It was thought to be the world's first shopping mall. Stay tuned to my channel for a tour of the Grand Bazaar.
There's a few shops open that are selling different things, but the main bazaar is closed. So I'm now at the M2 metro station. The metro train has arrived.
Close to the Grand Bazaar is the Haliç metro station, which is on a bridge spanning the Golden Horn. The Haliç station offers spectacular views of this scenic area where you can find many of the top tourist sites in Istanbul. Please stay tuned to my channel for a full tour of the Golden Horn featuring the Hagia Sophia Mosque and the Blue Mosque, two of the most popular tourist attractions in Istanbul. I hope you enjoyed my video on how to get from the airport in Istanbul to Taksim Square and how to get around the city using public transit. Please stay tuned for more of my travel videos from Istanbul, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, post a like, and hit the notification bell for future videos.